course, a disappointing season. There was a lot of disappointment kind of in a couple different areas, but just what was your message to some of the guys after that loss?
The message is that I love them. That's at the end of the day. Last year at this time I was sitting with JJ, and obviously we played better and won. But it doesn't diminish. Nothing's changed in terms of that relationship. It's still about the relationship that we've had and that I've had with all these guys. And it hurts. It's the way we played, the result, all of it. It hurts. And it hurts for those seniors, and they're going to be their last game, and that's how they go out. But it doesn't diminish the relationship that we'll have for the rest of our lives. And those guys know that they can call anytime. My phone's always on for those guys, and I've got nothing but love and respect. Did not play, the way we needed to play to win this game on defense, but that doesn't change the fact that I will do anything for them.
Brad,
your starters were still down on that last drive, I noticed. Was that them saying they just wanted to keep playing, or what was the situation there?
Yeah, on that last drive, you think about who those guys are, and they're seniors, and they're seniors that didn't want to finish their career, standing on the sideline. They wanted to finish it on the field. And again, a lot of respect for those guys and how they go about their business. And again, I wish I could have given them a different result.
Brad, we talked before the season. It seemed like for us, you had one of the most talented rosters you'd had on the defensive side of the ball coming in, and some things imploded. There was some rushing, it struggled this year. But what do you guys do to rebuild? And because the defense has been the foundation for so long.
Yeah, we played well. At times, we got injured at some spots this year, but that's always the thing. When people ask, okay, on paper this looks like the best defense you've had, or this or that. Listen, paper doesn't mean anything. Like, we've got to go out there week in and week out and perform. And the test of the best units are the ones that can withstand adversity. And at times this year, we didn't rise to the challenge of some of those adverse situations. Now, there were some times that we did, but I think coaches said it. It's about consistency, and we were not consistent enough, and so that's something that we have to get fixed. We got to look at ourselves in the mirror. It starts with me. It starts with all the coaches, how we coach it, scheme-wise, what do we need to change, and then that trickles down, and then the players and the techniques and their execution and their toughness, because it's a long grind of a season, and you can't just be good for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. You got 12 of them, and you got to be darn good in 8 of them, pretty good in 2 more of them, and then it's hard to be perfect all the way through 12. So you're probably gonna just, the reality of it is you're gonna have 2 average ones, but we can't have those big dips.
I know you guys take pride in the rivalry, owning the state. How frustrating is it that streak goes to an end as well against Louisville?
Yeah, extremely frustrating. Every loss hurts, but when it's a rivalry game, it hurts more. And so now, that's going to be something that we have to sit on here, for the next, whatever it is, 8 months. And it's got to be our fuel. It's got to fire. It's going to light a fire in our bellies and push us to new limits. to get back where we want to get to.
Brad, in years past, y'all's defense has been known for stopping the run, but this year you guys struggled at times, especially today. What do you think went wrong in that aspect of the game this year?
Yeah, that's obviously something we'll have to get addressed. You know, we've had a lot of experience, you know, in years past, you know, and you know, again, not to there are areas that we need to get fixed. You know, we know, you know, we know what we have to do and where we have to get those addressed and fixed.
Brad, since you've been here, basically, you've been linked to other jobs. What do we make of the latest round of rumors linking you to other positions?
I mean, it's a yearly deal. Again, it's more of a testament to what this defensive unit does year in and year out, and what this coaching staff does. And so, again, on those deals, you know, I've got to sit down and talk with Coach in terms to make sure that this is where I'm safe. We all have to talk to our body. Listen, just like the players have to own up to what they've done wrong. I've got to sit down and I've got to get corrected. You know, some things that we need to get corrected, and that's where my focus is. My focus is, you know, coming in tomorrow, you know, figuring out how we need to get the roster right, and then throughout the next month or two, figuring out what kind of scheme we need to get right. You know, and hopefully, you know, I've got the ability to do that here.
A lot of the talk is about building for the future with all the young guys you guys have. What's your message to those guys moving forward in this offseason? Just kind of your pitch to make them stay here.
Well, nothing's changed. I guess you ask about a pitch. Like, the pitches, the reason they came to Kentucky is they know what our standard is on defense. We didn't live up to that, you know, at times this year. But at times we did, and they got to see and taste what that is, you know. And in this day and age, you know, if you just want it to be rolled out for you, then this probably isn't the place for you anyway. I mean, we got to put our heads down, we got to work. And again, it's like just being able to taste a little bit of that fruit and see what it's supposed to look like, but understand how hard it is to obtain on a consistent basis. Well, hopefully it'll drive them harder. And if they're afraid of that work, like I said, then it's not going to be here.